So how many of you watched the popular American series The Walking Dead with zombies and everything? Or just imagine that you just woke up one day and found yourself in the middle of a scene of The Walking Dead. Just that this time, instead of it being a movie, it's actually your reality. It sounds spooky, right? Sadly, this is the case of people that are suffering from a medical condition called the Walking Dead syndrome. The walking corpse syndrome, also known as Cotard syndrome, is an extremely rare and mysterious disease. The syndrome makes people believe they are dead, and they go through life feeling fully convinced that they have already died at some point in their past, despite the fact that they can still hear, they can still see, they can still talk, and even think about their own conditions. The sufferers of the walking corpse syndrome believe that they don't need food or sleep. They believe that it's only a matter of time before medicine confirms what they already know, that they are in fact dead. And some of the sufferers have died of starvation, while others attempted to get rid of their body using extreme means like swallowing poisons or electrocuting themselves. The syndrome can best be described as a profound denial of self-existence that is triggered by traumatic conditions that leave sufferers feeling intensely confused and disoriented. This was the case of a British man popularly known as Graham. Graham had tried to commit suicide about 9 years earlier by electrocuting himself in a battle. Fortunately or unfortunately, he survived the attempt, but he now lives fully believing that his brain died on that day in the battle, and he believes he has been a walking corpse ever since. When they took him to the hospital, he kept telling the doctors that tablets were not going to do him any good because his brain was dead. He had lost his sense of smell, his sense of taste, and he said he didn't need to eat, to speak, or to even do anything. He ended up spending time in the graveyard because that was the closest he could get to death. He felt like his brain didn't exist anymore. Coincidentally, when he went for a brain scan, doctors discovered that some parts of his brain had shut down. Graham had lost functioning in the parts of the brain that allow people to create a secure sense of self-identity. Eventually, Graham continued to remain unkempt. His self-care deteriorated to the point where his teeth turned black with decay, which further reinforced his syndrome. Every day he looked into the mirror, he watched himself gradually turn into a walking corpse. The good news is eventually Graham found a successful balance of psychotherapy and drug treatment that allowed him come back to life again and begin to enjoy a more normal existence. The walking corpse syndrome can occur in both children and adults alike, and the likelihood of experiencing this syndrome increases when you have other mental health conditions like bipolar disorder, depression, or schizophrenia. It could also be associated with certain neurological conditions like brain tumors, brain infections, dementia, epilepsy, and even migraine. The form of treatment most commonly used to treat the walking corpse syndrome is something that we call electroconvulsive therapy. It involves passing small electric currents through your brain to create small seizures while you're under general anesthesia. And that is the story of the walking corpse syndrome. Isn't it funny how this story makes you feel like the popular American series The Walking Dead is actually real? Like, people actually live the Walking Dead series as part of their normal lives and not just a fiction. Strange. Trust me, I think this has to be one of the spookiest, craziest, bizarre medical conditions that we've had to talk about on this series. Anyways, if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to click the like button and share this video with anyone who you think deserves to be spooked out tonight.